Have you ever wondered about the mythical creatures called leprechauns? These legendary beings, hailing from the heart of Irish culture, are more than just icons of St. Patrick's Day. In the rich tapestry of Irish folklore, leprechauns occupy a significant place, known for their wit, their trickery, and of course their fabled pots of gold. Traditionally, leprechauns are depicted as small, elderly men, often clad in green and sporting a bearded face. They are cobblers by trade, crafting the most exquisite shoes for other fairy folk. Their reputation as mischievous pranksters is well earned, but they are also known for their cunning, often outsmarting those who seek to capture them for their gold. But there's a lot more to these mythical beings than meets the eye. They are a symbol of Irish heritage, a link to a culture steeped in mysticism and lore. So buckle up as we dive into the enchanting world of these mythical creatures. The tales of leprechauns didn't just appear out of nowhere. They have a rich mythological origin, deeply rooted in the cultural fabric of Ireland. These diminutive creatures are said to hail from the Tuatha De Danann, a mystical race in ancient Irish mythology known for their magic and prowess. The Tuatha De Danann were gods, goddesses, and supernatural beings, and it is within this mythical landscape that leprechauns found their origin. Over time, the leprechauns evolved into distinct entities, with their unique characteristics and quirks. They're often envisioned as small, old men, skilled shoemakers, who could often be heard tapping away at a single shoe. This is why leprechauns are sometimes referred to as the cobblers of the fairy world. As for their infamous gold, the legends say that leprechauns are the guardians of ancient treasures. The story goes that they hide their pots of gold at the end of rainbows, a location as elusive as the leprechauns themselves. The idea of a pot of gold being hidden at the end of a rainbow is a metaphorical concept, symbolizing a reward that is just out of reach, much like the elusive nature of these mythical beings. But leprechauns aren't all about gold and shoemaking. They are known for their cunning and trickery. If you were to capture a leprechaun, legend has it that he would grant you 3 wishes in exchange for his freedom. But beware, for these clever creatures are known to twist your wishes in ways you wouldn't expect. Over the centuries, the image of the leprechaun has been shaped by folktales and passed down through generations. Their stories have been told and retold, evolving with each new storyteller. This evolution has led to the various interpretations and depictions of leprechauns we see today. These tales have been passed down through generations, making leprechauns an integral part of Irish folklore. Their mythological origins provide a rich tapestry of stories, filled with magic, mischief, and a dash of Irish charm. Ever heard the stories about leprechauns and their pots of gold? Let's delve into some of the most famous leprechaun legends and tales that highlight their adventures and their infamous pots of gold. One of the most renowned tales is about a man who managed to catch a leprechaun and forced him to reveal the location of his gold. The man marked the spot with a red handkerchief and ran to fetch a shovel, but when he returned, every tree in the area had a red handkerchief, making it impossible for him to find the treasure. Then there's the legend of the leprechaun shoemaker. It's said that leprechauns are cobblers by trade, and if you listen closely you might hear the tap-tap-tap of their tiny hammers as they work. The tale goes that a poor woman, hearing this distinctive sound, found a leprechaun and his pot of gold. In gratitude, she did not ask for the gold, but instead for the leprechaun to make shoes for her 12 children. The leprechaun agreed, and the children's shoes never wore out, lifting the family out of poverty. Another popular tale is the story of the 3 wishes. In this narrative, a farmer captures a leprechaun and is granted 3 wishes. However, the clever leprechaun tricks the farmer into wasting his wishes, leaving him with nothing but a tale to tell at the local pub. And of course, there's the story of the rainbow's end. This legend posits that leprechauns hide their pots of gold at the end of a rainbow. But as we all know, finding the end of a rainbow is no easy task, ensuring the leprechaun's gold remains safe. These tales have captivated audiences for centuries, showcasing the mischievous and clever nature of leprechauns. They serve as reminders that even in our quest for wealth and fortune, wit and cunning often prevail. And who knows, perhaps one day, you too might stumble upon a leprechaun and his pot of gold. Leprechauns are not just known for their antics, but also for their distinctive look. You see, the traditional attire of a leprechaun is quite charming, steeped in antiquity, and rich with symbolism. Usually they're pictured in a bright emerald green outfit, complete with a jacket, trousers, and a hat, a nod to the lush landscapes of Ireland. But there's more to their dress code than just the color. Look closer and you'll see their footwear. They're shoemakers after all. Their shoes, often with a buckle, are a testament to their craftsmanship. And let's not forget their iconic beard and twinkling eyes, full of mischief. Their faces, usually old and wrinkled, carry an impish grin, a clear sign of their mischievous nature. In their hand, they often hold a shillelagh, a traditional Irish walking stick that doubles as a club or cudgel. These details bring leprechauns to life, adding to their charm and appeal. From folklore to your favorite films, leprechauns have made their mark everywhere. These legendary creatures from Irish mythology have found their way into today's popular culture, capturing the imagination of many. They've danced their way from the Emerald Hills of Ireland into the hearts of audiences worldwide. In the realm of cinema, leprechauns have been the stars of their own feature films. From the comedic to the downright terrifying, these movies showcase the versatility of leprechaun lore. The Leprechaun horror franchise, for example, gives a sinister twist to the traditionally mischievous creature, while films like Darby O'Gill and the Little People and The Luck of the Irish paint a more whimsical picture of these mythical beings. On the small screen, leprechauns have been featured in numerous television shows, from animated children's series to adult fantasy dramas. They've had guest spots in The Simpsons, South Park, and even Supernatural. Each portrayal brings a unique interpretation, contributing to the rich tapestry of leprechaun mythology. Beyond film and television, leprechauns have infiltrated other aspects of popular culture. They've become mascots for sports teams like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and symbols for holidays, most notably St. Patrick's Day. Their image has been used in advertising, from promoting breakfast cereals to encouraging responsible gambling. Moreover, leprechauns have inspired literature, music, and even video games. They've been the subject of countless books, songs, and online gaming experiences, further ingraining their presence in our cultural consciousness. These varied depictions have significantly influenced the popular image of leprechauns. While they've strayed from their traditional Irish folklore roots, these modern interpretations have broadened the scope of leprechaun lore, making them more accessible and relatable to a global audience. In essence, leprechauns have transitioned from mythical beings of Irish folklore to beloved characters in popular culture. They've become symbols of luck, prosperity, and a little bit of mischief, resonating with people from all walks of life. These appearances have ensured that leprechauns continue to be a beloved part of popular culture. Ready for some fascinating leprechaun facts? Let's delve into the lesser-known aspects of these mythical beings. Did you know that leprechauns are considered the bankers and cobblers of the fairy world? These industrious creatures are often depicted mending shoes, a symbol of their hard-working nature. There's also an age-old belief that every leprechaun has a pot of gold hidden at the end of a rainbow. However, catching these elusive beings is no easy task. Legend has it that if you take your eyes off a leprechaun even for a second, they'll disappear, taking their treasure with them. Interestingly, the term leprechaun is derived from the Irish word leprechaun, which means half-bodied or small-bodied. This reflects their depiction as tiny, nimble creatures. And here's a fun fact: the odds of finding a leprechaun are said to be roughly 1 in 10 million. These intriguing facts add another layer to the rich tapestry of leprechaun lore. And so we come to the end of our journey into the world of leprechauns. We've journeyed through the mists of Irish mythology, unearthing the origins of these mischievous, diminutive creatures. We've delved into enchanting legends and tales where pots of gold, rainbows, and cunning tricks abound. We've admired their distinctive attire, a vivid reflection of their vibrant character. We've seen how these mythical beings have leapt from folklore into the heart of popular culture, influencing movies, TV shows, and more. And we've uncovered a treasure trove of fascinating leprechaun facts, showing there's more to these creatures than meets the eye. It's clear that leprechauns are much more than mythical figures. They are an integral part of Irish culture, a symbol of its rich heritage and imaginative spirit. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on leprechauns in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.